It's me, your favorite dinosaur, hopefully. Petrofin. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Friday! Let me swap over to my controller. It's Friday. Are we excited that it's Friday? Maybe you aren't excited that it's Friday, because that means no streams for me for 2 days instead of just one. Ah! Woman! I know, truly, the scariest thing. A woman. But hi, Ender! Hi, Magikarp! Welcome in, guys! We're just chilling today. We're vibing. I'm waiting for my Tylenol to kick in, because stomach hurt. Which is, I think it's kicking in now, so that's good. I should be pain-free for all of stream. So we're just gonna chill, and we're gonna vibe, and we're gonna clean a fire station. Sorry if I sound a little stuffy, by the way. I sneezed like 5 times when I was in the bathroom right before stream. Which would be a good place to sneeze, because then you've got toilet paper to blow your nose. Congrats on the watch streak, by the way, Ender. We're gonna scream? I'm not gonna scream. Because it's later in the afternoon for me, but... when has that ever stopped me before? It hasn't, but I'm not gonna scream. Not feeling like screaming. It's chill time. Chill, festive dinosaur. We type like this. Please don't type like that. That makes my brain hurt. Ah, wrong button. There. Bought the game, please. Not what I wanted to do. I'll swap this. Bought the next upgrade of the power washer right before stream started. Unfortunately, I don't have any cool skins for it, so it's gonna look ugly. Okay, I'm only hitting B once, and it's acting like I'm double tapping it. That's kind of rude, game. I also don't have the soap nozzle. I was a little bit short on money for that, so we're gonna clean enough of the fire station to buy the soap nozzle, and then we're gonna finish cleaning. Tacos or nuggies? Depends on where you're getting the nuggies from. I'd say nuggies if you're getting them from, like, Wendy's. And it also depends on where you're getting the tacos from. Are you getting the tacos from an actual Mexican place, or is it, like, Taco Bell? I can't give an opinion on Jack in the Box. I have never had it. We don't got those over here. I also turned the water down a little bit, and I hope the volume's alright for you guys. Hope you guys are having a good day, by the way. If you're not, I hope I can make it at least a little bit better. Ah! So loud! Can't lie to me, I can see my OBS audio mixer. Ding! Why is there such a sad, tiny window on this door? There was still so much gross ick on that. Ding! Hold on. My turn. Okay, I did turn the music up. It's just not very loud in the first place. I forgot to open Spotify and get my, Infinity Nikki music playlist going. I apologize. I'm too lazy to fix it. Hi, Dort! Welcome in. Did you have fun doing the golf game in earlier? You did. Ah! Why is Xander yelling job at me? This is my job. I get paid to sit here and be a dummy. That one's always fun. I'm glad you had a good time golfing. I used to have real golf clubs. I don't know what Momtra did with them. Hi, Joseph. You were doing a good job. Thank you, Andrew. Anyway, I used to have real golf clubs, but Momtra took them away from me a long time ago because my cousins and I would get in fights and I would hit them with them. How am I? I'm good, Joseph. A little tired because I didn't sleep all that well. I unfortunately had a less than stellar dream, woke up, and then had a full-on nightmare, and then woke up from that. Double ding! See that dirt there? Is that dirt there? It is. Get out of here, dirt. Not dirt, the VTuber. Dirt, the grime. I would never tell Dirt, the VTuber, to get out of here, because he's a good friend. And this is where I'm gonna promote him. Everybody, you should go follow I Eat Dirt 441 because he's an amazing person and very entertaining to watch, and he plays a lot of retro games. If you like retro games, Dirt's your guy. 99% of Dirt, you turn around and it's me like, go ahead, finish the job. You could do something so funny if you played this game with somebody. Ding! I'm gonna stop saying ding every time it dings. I'm lying, I'm gonna do it again. Well, I'm not gonna do it until the game does it. Ding! Okay, now it's out of my system. Who's spray painting the triple ding? Who's spray painting the garage door of the fire station, by the way? That seems like a kind of stupid move. Satisfying, repeatable sound effects. It is probably the single most satisfying ding noise I have ever heard in my life. Like, it beats out every single microwave I've ever used. It's just a good, satisfying sound. It's what dopamine sounds like. Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. There was still so much dirt on that, but thank you, game, for giving that to me, because the dings are addictive. Yeah, I don't even think I play this game for the satisfaction that comes from seeing something go from literally blackened with dirt to clean and shiny and new looking. I play it because that sound effect scratches an itch in my brain. Sounds like it would taste good. You know what else sounds like it would taste good? A nice juicy hamburger. True, you are so right. I'm almost always right. Last night I was talking to Nordic and I said something and I was wrong. And I was like, alright, put it on the calendar, Petra was wrong. And I got a good laugh out of him. Momtra actually did that, by the way. My dad corrected her on something and she was like, oh, I guess I was wrong. Let's put it on the calendar. Satisfying. PowerWash sim do be satisfying. Welcome in. Jokul? If I mispronounced your name, feel free to correct me. I am known around these parts for not being very literate because I went to public school. Ooh. A lot of things. Way too close to how you pronounce the language I speak. Oh! Seems the brain cells are working today, then. There's still grime on this window frame. There we go. Did I get the door frame? Oh, the door frame is counted as part of the door. Okay. That's good to know. Bark, bark? I don't remember there being... Dog barking ambience in this game. There it is. I pronounce your name almost 100% correctly at the cost of not being able to say dog. Here's my ladder. Here's my ladder. I love being able to pick up my ladder from all the way across the parking lot. Am I one-handing or two-handing the gun? That's a good question. I'm gonna fall off this ladder. I don't actually remember if the animations have you holding the gun with one hand or two. No, if you were on a ladder using it, you would definitely have to hold it with only one hand. One hand, another, holding the ladder with two hands. You're just using no hands on the ladder. Yeah, exactly. I can use probably use the biggest one right here. Yeah, because I'm like right up against it. Ding! This corner really good. Such a pretty shade of red. Don't know how long it's been since I mentioned red is my favorite color on stream, but it is. I might be a pink dinosaur woman, but red's my favorite color. I didn't mean to hit the up button. I need to remap that. Preferably to just never have a button again. What about balancing, though? I'm gonna be honest, I don't have any balance. I can't even walk straight flat-footed. Oh, welcome in, on the YouTube side, Glacier Moon, yeah, this is a pretty satisfying game. Very chill, very cozy. Good for turning the brain off at the end of a long week. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to turn my brain on after stream. Because I do have some work to get done. But, I mean, other than that, brain off day. Except it's always a brain off day for me. I'll turn my brain on. You can stand one-footed and do a squat. Oh, that is impressive. I could never. I can barely stand one-footed. So I could fall standing. Exactly, Xander gets it. Ding. Yeah, I figured it was gonna be along the, yeah. Along the side there. Again, how does your building get this dirty? How do you let it get this bad? What am I running up on? Oh, there's a tiny little ledge here. It's because you play sports. Yeah. Petra don't do sports. Petra does lay in bed and read fan fiction on the phone. And play video games. Alright. I'm gonna have to get the ladder to get the wall directly above those window frames? Oh my god. The southern, it's coming out. Quick, put it back in the box. Your name is Old Norse, if you remember? Ah, interesting. My name means rock. Specifically in Greek, if I remember correctly. Which is fitting, because I'm a dinosaur. You know where you find dinosaur bones? In rocks. And then as a bonus, I just like rocks. I think they're pretty neat. You show me a particularly shiny or smooth rock, and I'm gonna go, damn, that's a nice rock. When I was little, my mom used to have to empty my coat pockets because they would be full of rocks. I'd come in from playing and she'd be like, all right, what's in your pockets? And I'd be like, rocks. Because they would be like overflowing out of my pockets. So many rocks. And even now, as an adult, well into my 20s, I see a nice rock and I'm gonna go, damn, that's a nice rock, and probably pick it up and try to take it home with me. Ding. I understand why this game is so forgiving with certain objects with washing them. But others, it's like, if you don't get every single pixel of dirt off of this, you're not counting it. Ooh, we're almost halfway through the soap nozzle extension. Or, not extension, just the soap nozzle. Brain working. Howdy, CL! It's been a while since I've had to adjust the silly little guy. 200%? He bouncing. At Mach speed. Have I been? I've been pretty decent. Had a nice vacation. I had a less than stellar trip home from that vacation because I had to take 2 separate planes and both of them got delayed. Other than my sleep being screwed up, I've been pretty good. This is so rusty. Noise and oof, yeah. Minus my sleep, I've been pretty good. I need more sleep. Yeah, I think... Yeah, so I had to go to bed kind of early last night for, my doctor's appointment that I had today. And then I ended up sleeping very poorly. And having nightmares. So I get up, I go to the doctor, I come back from the doctor. It took less than 15 minutes to do my entire actual appointment. It was great. My doctor was ahead of schedule when she got to me, and she was even more ahead of schedule when she got done with me. So, I hope her day continued to go that smoothly. Come home, and take another nap. I wake up from that nap, I'm like, I could have set my alarm for another hour later. So after stream, I think I'm gonna eat me something and then take another nap. I honestly, I set my Twitch badges and I did not change it until really recently. I forget those are a thing because I'm just so used to them being there that my brain just marks them out. Alright, I gotta go get the ladder. get dirt and grime up here. I am impressed at how disgusting this fire station is. It's... okay. It's X. I don't remember my, my keybinds. Ding ding. Ding. I wish I could psychically move things. I think we all wish we could do that, honestly. You use it for evil. I would use it to move every single piece of furniture in my living room, half an inch to the left. Drive everyone crazy. And people united just become bad guy. That works too. I was thinking like petty evil, not supervillain evil though. A planetary threat. True. Yeah, I'll have to come back for that bit. Whee! I'll put that on this corner so it's easier for me to get to. You're thinking declare something. I want to slap myself for the thought that came into my head there. Because it's a specific type of joke that I don't really care for because I think it's really stupid. I don't want to say it on stream because it's really stupid. Like war extinction. You got a joke? Hit me with your best joke. Or your worst joke. I like puns. They're really bad. kind of coat does a house wear? I don't know. What kind of coat does a house wear? A coat of paint. Nice. In the case of this game, they wear a coat of dirt. And grime and char marks? Seriously, how do you get a building this gross? I'm impressed and disturbed. Am I using controller? I am. It makes it a little bit smoother and it's better for my back. Because with the way my desk is set up, I have drawers on the left side of it. But I've got my actual computer on the right side on the top of the desk. Because I'm left-handed and draw. Thank you for the self-care redeems. Could use a good stretch. But I've got everything set up left-handed. But the problem with that is my desk is not set up for left-handed. So, the spot where I would normally put my legs under my desk, I can't put my legs under it because then I'm not in front of the monitor. And so I kind of have to sit with my feet in my chair, or I have to sit back. You're lefty? Yeah, I am. All I know is the pain of spiral notebooks, spirals in my hand when trying to write, and graphite all over me. Same? Oh, nice. It's always nice to meet fellow left-handed people. Oh, I'm also bad at using scissors. I had to... For my birthday one year, I had 2 different people buy me left-handed scissors because I had been complaining for the past month about not being able to use the right-handed scissors that are in my house. Because they just would not cut through anything, because they were already, you know, older than the planet, honestly. They were old, they were worn out, and then because of the way that scissors are made, trying to use them left-handed, they don't want to push the blades together. So I was like, I need some left-handed scissors. And so I got a 3-pack from one person and a single set from another person. And I was like, thank you. I'm gonna use these until they fall apart. And so now I just have 4 pair of left-handed scissors scattered around my room. I can't read well. That's okay. Nobody here knows how to read. We're all pretending. There was so much left there. I kind of feel robbed on that one. Whee! There we go. Saw a video about someone saying ADHD doesn't exist. What the fuck do I have then? There are some people out there who, for whatever reason, can't wrap their minds around ADHD, and I don't understand it. It's like, yes, person has brain problem that makes them unable to focus. I feel like that's not very far-fetched at all. Ding. Let them take the pills you need to take. I count myself pretty lucky that I don't have any medical conditions that require me to take pills because I can't swallow pills. When I was a wee little dinosaur, little tiny creature, freshly hatched even, I had to take some pills and I choked on one, and now I cannot swallow a pill to save my life. So, anytime I go to the doctor and they're trying to prescribe me a new medicine, I'm like, does that come in liquid? Please tell me that comes in liquid. ADHD, lactose, dyslexia. I'm lactose intolerant too! You can't eat pizza because of it? Oh no. I'm fortunate enough that mine's very mild, so it's just my stomach only gets upset if I, like, consume super unprocessed milk or, like, large amounts of super processed milk products, you know, like cheese or yogurt or whatever, but yeah, yeah, I can eat a full pizza by myself. It just takes me a while because my stomach not that big. You're stinky. No, Ender, you're stinky. Actually, no, you showered last night. So unless you were sweating up a storm today, then you're probably not stinky. And I'm not stinky either. I showered this morning. You're unfortunate enough to use short each toilet that you use after eating cereal. Oof. Your dreams possibly made you sweat. Good sweat or bad sweat? Showered this morning and earlier. Was it a nice shower? Did you enjoy your shower? Do you have, like, the good, nice scented body wash, or do you just smell like soap and clean when you get done? The bad kind of sweat. Oof. I'm sorry. Well, at least we can be in the same boat of having bad dreams. I don't know, I've enjoyed your shower too much. No, I got a little bit of soap in my eye, so definitely didn't enjoy my shower too much. You put a hole in your wall? Don't you rant? That's bad things. Think about your life choices in your shower. I do karaoke in the shower. When I have guests over while I'm showering, they judge my music choices. And how you're gonna fight your next nightmare. But my nightmare was about ghosts possessing people, and it was kind of insane, and by the end of it, I was just so fed up with the ghosts. I was just like, I'm gonna hit you guys with a car. But it was still scary, because they were all up in my face, and it's not a good time. Yeah, the night terror. I'm sorry, Andrew. I hope you don't have any more of those. I remember the monster eating organs, and only organs going through screens. Ooh. You know, honestly, I think my least favorite nightmares are the ones where I know I'm having a bad dream. I'm conscious that it's not real, and I'm more annoyed than I am afraid, but I can't do anything to make the nightmare become more pleasant. And it's like, what's the point of being aware that this is a nightmare if I can't make it not a nightmare? Stupid brain. Stupid prehistoric lizard brain. Whenever you wake up from a nightmare, you go back in to go for round two. I do that a lot. And I really don't like when I do that. It's like, no, I don't want to have the bad dream again. The worst part is when you have a nightmare that leads into sleep paralysis. So you've got the sleep paralysis demon crawling at you at full speed over top of every piece of furniture in your line of sight. That's terrifying. That happened to me in college. I don't remember having sleep paralysis problems before college, and I haven't had them since. Since college, the only thing that's happened is my eyelashes got stuck together, and the shadows of my eyelashes scared the crap out of me as I was waking up. Time you were having a nightmare, and you paused in the nightmare, you made 2 cups of ramen, and then continued the... That's funny, actually. Dad had to come in your room because you were making a bunch of noises when you woke up because you kept fighting the nightmare and losing. Oof. I don't really scream when I come up from nightmares. I usually just kind of jolt awake pretty quietly. I used to be a little bit more loud when I was younger. So I don't really have any stories of, you know, people having to check on me because I was having a nightmare. But I do have the time, when I was really little, I climbed in bed with my parents. And I was having such a nice dream. I was in Candyland, and I was eating candy, and I go to bite into this. I very vividly remember the particular piece of candy was a candy cane. And then I wake up because my dad's screaming because I bit his finger. Like, very hard. And so then I'm crying because I'm, like, 2. And I'm just inconsolable because my dad's like, she bit my finger! And I'm like, you can't be. It's funny to look back on, but at the time I was just inconsolable and terrified because my dad was screaming and I'd never heard him yell like that. Alright, Alright, we finished the ground floor of the main building. Now it's time to climb up on the roof, and then we'll do the drill tower, which is gonna take 5 million years. Actual question, was his finger tasty? I don't remember if it was tasty or not. I do remember what I was little, I used to say I tasted like chicken, though, because I used to chew on my arms. Which, I mean, that tracks, because I am a dinosaur and we're related to chickens, but... you like shark meat. I've never had shark. I think the most exotic thing I've ever had has been calamari. I really don't like eating outside of my comfort zone. I'm your nightmare. Someone woke you up and you hit them and they got a bloody nose. I woke my dad up for work once and he punched me in the ear, and that's when I learned that to wake my dad up, you need to do it from either his feet, where you're not in swinging range, or you just turn the light on. Because Dadra comes up swinging. Tickle, tickle. First bloody nose you got was actually a month ago. I used to have bloody noses all the time. I had nosebleeds every summer. Because it would be, you know, all hot and generally awful outside. Never had a bloody nose from being hit before, though. Though I did get my first black eye when I was a baby because I wouldn't stop crying, so one of my cousins threw his sippy cup at my face. Because basketball's shown straight in your face, but you could play in the pickup match. Nice. When I was little, I had injured the top of my nose. I want to say because I was short enough to, you know, be under a doorknob, and I smacked the top of my nose on the doorknob, and it bruised because I hit it pretty hard. And then I was playing a little bit of basketball with my uncle, and he got a little too into it, and he kind of smacked me in the nose, trying to get past me to score. And I was like, ouch. Topic, you're reading a book called Looking at Its Peak. I haven't read an actual physical book in a while, but I do have physical copies of the Lord of the Rings books, and I should read those. About witches and magic, that sounds cool. I've just mostly been... I either read digitally, or I read fan fiction also digitally. I haven't picked up a good book in a long time. Which is a shame, because I love books. I love the feel of books. I love the smell of books. I sniff books. No, it's more, yeah, the smell of nicely aged paper and ink. Use Red Blood Meridian. Interesting. I think the last book I read, not particularly physically, but just in general, was, I want to say it was some fan translations of the Devil May Cry novels, and before that, it was the, Resident Evil novelizations, which are really good. I do recommend those if you're interested in Resident Evil. It makes everyone Everyone's characterized so well, and all the villains are an extra level of unhinged that they aren't in the games. Thank you, Mom. Mom Trefin in the chat. Yeah, I have a favorite bookstore, and it is such a pain getting me out of there, because it's just like, look at all these books! And they also sell music, so sometimes I go look at their music collection. To read it, the mouth of them scream all tomorrows. I need to read some more of, like, the, you know, classic books. The books everyone's like, oh, this is such a good, thought-provoking book. Because I know I was one of those few weirdos in high school when we had assigned reading of classic literature. I actually enjoyed reading it. I was also probably one of maybe 3 people in my entire class who did read the book. Weird question, is that your mom? Yes, Mom Trefin is in fact my actual mother. Sometimes my dad is hanging around too, but he doesn't chat. You need to hide them. Nah, Mom's just cool. I've got a pretty chill mom. Ding! So no slippers. Yeah, she's not that kind of mom. No, I didn't say she wouldn't get an airsoft. Airsoft? No. No, you're safe. She's chill. Most of the time. Kinda figured she'd be in bed already, though. She's had a rough day. Long day. Tiring day. Bed? It's 1 a.m. Oh, excuse me. Should probably take a sip of water to counteract the potentially getting hiccups. It's 8 p.m. for me. Also, 1 a.m. is pretty early for going to bed for me, for my time, so. I go to bed around 8 to 9 a.m. most of the time. So I'm a bit of a night owl. I usually start my days with a stream. What the fuck is bed? Bed is the nice comfy thing that I lay in and don't actually sleep. Bed is where I lay down to read my fan fiction. Ah, you're still babysitting Grand Matra. I gotta come up with a better name for my grandma to talk about her on stream. Grand Matra just does not roll off the tongue as well as Momtra and Dadtra does. Gram. Yeah. Suppose that works. I never thought, you know, oh, just, why not use a common name that people call their grandparents? That would be smart. We don't do smart here. We do be bad at reading and pick games that have a lot of text in them. Like, I don't think I could afford a candy bar if you gave me a nickel for every time I managed to get through a file in a Resident Evil game without messing up. gonna start a counter of every time that Momtra calls my grandma, the troll that lives under our stairs. You got a game suggestion? I've got a pretty decent backlog, but you could go ahead and give me the suggestion, and I will keep it in mind, maybe slot it in if I've decided to continue procrastinating on one of the longer games. It's named I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. How much fighting with Windows am I gonna have to do to stream that? Not that that's gonna make it a no, but I like to be prepared if I have to fight with my operating system. It's from 1995. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of fighting with my operating system. I think I actually watched a video that mentioned that pretty recently. But I don't recall anything about it. Other than lady afraid of elevators for honestly a pretty good reason related to her trauma. And her bad end is being stuck in an elevator? Round one fight. Why am I missing the dirt on this at? Oh. That would make sense. Ding! I should play some, like, older games. Games from when Petro was just a little hatchling. I should set up my PS2 and play some games on that. And games from, you know, before my time. Before my time being before the early 2000s. Tomb Raider. That's true, they did remaster the older Tomb Raider games, so I could grab those next time they're on sale, which they should be on sale because of the Steam Winter Sale, if I recall correctly. Could play some classic Tomb Raider. I got the Reboot trilogy while it was on sale on PC. Make that a whole series, the next long-running series that I want to do. But maybe not do like I did with Resident Evil and Devil May Cry and play through every single game sequentially back to back. PS2 games mentioned. I did in fact mention the PS2 games. Knew I saw some crime on that corner. Go buy them for me. Yeah. There's my small Christmas present, is the Tomb Raider games. And then I'm gonna have to lock my door to keep you out of my room and off my computer for playing. Yeah, fun story time. When Momtra was, you know, pregnant with me, she used to flop down on a beanbag in the floor and just play Tomb Raider. For hours. She would spend the whole day laying there. And this wasn't like, you know, early term pregnancy, just found out. This was... I was about ready to pop out. And she couldn't get out of the floor on her own. So my dad would come home from work and would have to pull her up out of the floor because she was stuck. So you see, I was born to be a gamer. I was born to two gamers. was gaming with my mom before I was even out of the womb. And you'd think I'd be better at games than I am because of that. Ooh, we can almost afford the soap nozzle that I continually forget I have and can use. You were born to be a sports guy? I just couldn't get into sports. Both my parents like sports, but I can't get into it. Scared her away from sports. You did scare me away from sports, because when I was little, there was a lot of yelling at football, and it's like, please no yell. Currently playing basketball. Yeah, I did a little bit of baseball as a kid. I think it's technically softball, and then my coach beamed me in the head. So I kind of quit after that. And I did cheerleading. I'm not cut out for cheerleading. And then, I have not picked up a sports ball since then. I'm playing through injuries every game. Football or soccer? American football. In college, I did, for an assignment, I had to go help out, with the filming of a soccer game, and that was fun. I got a little swept up in the excitement of that. And I even saw my footage of the winning shot of the game end up in a news article. That was pretty cool. It's like, hey, I did that. I was manning that camera. It isn't soccer, you use your foot and ball. Counterpoint. USA! USA! Yeah, my counterpoint there is, I grew up calling it soccer, so I'm calling it soccer. I don't exactly hang around a lot of Europeans. Oh, Magikarp would love this conversation because he's British. But I think he fell asleep because YouTube chat's been quiet. The British came up with the term soccer, the Americans started using it, the British stopped. You see, funnily enough, that's how a lot of things are, is the British started doing something, and then the poor people and the Americans started doing it too, and they were like, none of that, and changed it. It's like how, instead of saying herb, which is how you're supposed to say it, because it's a French-based word, and they don't pronounce the H in it, they say herb. They started doing that specifically because, you know, they wanted to be different and posh. Okay, as a name, Herbert. Yeah. But I'm talking about the plants you season your food with. Okay, where am I missing the dirt on the wall top, or is it just the side of it here? Got it. Ding! Ding. This is probably the most annoying part of the roof to clean right here, so if I can make it easier on myself. Whee. Oh, I can afford... So at the bottom here, afford the soap novel. And now I have $7 to my name. I have $9 to my name. Is it month, day, year, or day, month, year? Month, day, year. I understand day, month, year. Like, the logic behind it is smallest unit of time to largest unit of time. But I like smallest number to largest number. And it's just what I grew up with, okay? Ding. Okay, that was rude. I just had a bug land on my head. Xander, why are you writing it with the month in letters instead of numbers? Oh. Oh, I fell off the building. Yeah, well, you know what America has that Europe doesn't? Zaxby's. So we win, we're better. We have the world's best chicken restaurant. It's better for you because you know the month. You know what? Actually, that's fair because sometimes to remember what month is what, I have to count out and say them out loud. I think that might just be because I'm stupid, though. Bark! Why is the game barking at me? You know, your country has that, mine doesn't. Mosquitoes. You know what? Yeah, that's a point in the negative for us. I just sent a bug to space. I don't know where these bugs are coming from. I gotta get rid of them. There's still lady beetles in my room, and it's like... It was literally cold enough to snow. Why are you still alive? Stupid beetles. Imagine having mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes because they always go for me first. I guess I have really tasty blood or something because all the bugs are like, yeah, let's get Petra first. She's tasty. You've got no mosquitoes in the country you live in? Dang. Surely you've got something equally as annoying and potentially hazardous health-wise, though. Or maybe you've got some really awful spiders. I hate spiders. The only good spider is semi-regular viewer 8 legs. God, okay. It's soap nozzle time. Where's my metal cleaner? The rust is annoying. You got good spiders? What do you mean good spiders? I tap you. You want my spiders spy on me on the shower and scare the crap out of me because sometimes they get in my bed and it's like, why are you? You're not supposed to be there. Oh, your country has a lady president? Interesting. Oh my god. I didn't realize, not only have I been live for over an hour, I'm coming up on the hour-and-a-half mark. This stream has been flying by. I've been having a great time, you know, cleaning this fire station and yapping with chat. Learning that there are, in fact, European countries that don't have to deal with mosquitoes, and I'm low-key jealous of that. Thank you, Dirt, for the self-care redeems. Oh, my little old dinosaur back. I say it like I'm not in just my mid-20s. I'm gonna be absolutely broken down and decrepit by 30. You got to meet your previous president? That's cool. I can't remember if I've ever actually met anybody famous outside of anime conventions. I've met a couple of pretty big voice actors. If you care about English dub voice actors. Got a couple signatures from them. But that's about it, because I don't normally go places to interact with famous people. I don't go places. If they take 40 out of base, kill them, but no, I'm sorry, keep outside. Bugs are tenacious and awful. One of the upsides of bugs, though, if you have a cat, you can watch them just spin their head around and go crazy watching a bug. I have met the members of a smaller rock band. They're called Year of the Locust. They're pretty chill. And that was at my first ever concert. But the only reason I met them is they were running their own merch booth. Lofty made from the start. I'll have to look into her. Though if you could tell me what genre of music she makes, I can go ahead and tell you whether or not I'm likely to like her stuff. Because I might not look at as, you know, pretty pink dinosaur in a pea coat, but, I like rock and metal. I do like J-pop, but I feel like that's kind of a given with the whole being a weeb. Jazz pop. Okay, I do kind of like jazz flavored things. Like one of my favorite songs on Avenged Sevenfold's album, The Stage, has jazz influences. I like Volbeat, and they sometimes get a bit of a jazz influence in some of their stuff. Jazz has a food flavor. Classical and bossa nova. Interesting. A little outside of my usual taste, but sounds like something I might like. I'd play some right now as a sample on stream, but I dual stream to YouTube, and YouTube doesn't like when you do that. And YouTube's music detection is garbage anyway. I got claimed for a song that it was not the same song at all. It was the in-game music from a game that specifically has the music rights set up so that if you're playing the game, you won't get dinged. And it's like, did you play this song from this anime? It's like, no, that doesn't even sound the... Oh wait, it wasn't even the in-game music. It was an in-game sound effect that it thought was the music. And I was like, huh? Luckily, I just, you know, disputed the claim, and they just never responded. So it was auto-dropped, but it's like, come on. Learning lots today. Today is a learning stream. Because we got a really cool new chatter who's brought up some very interesting topics of conversation. And then also my mom brought up Tomb Raider. Yeah, apparently they're not only are they making a new Tomb Raider game, but they're remaking the first game again. Interested to see how that pans out, but I hope they're going in the more of a direction of classic Laura instead of reboot Laura, because I didn't really care for reboot Laura all that much. Like, she's alright, but she's not as cool as classic Laura. Can you say something about AI or not? And what kind of AI are we talking? Talking video game AI, the kind of AI that they use in the medical field? Generative AI, which we don't like around these parts as an artist? YouTube ad? Have you been getting AI-generated YouTube ads? Disgusting. My perfectly straight line. Oh, man. Get the corner here. Stinky Petra. I'm not stinky! I smell like... What scent body wash should I use? I know my hair smells like coconut. Beef. No! I don't smell like beef. Is it mango? That doesn't sound right. It's peach! Peach and sugar. That's what scent my body wash I used is. Normally it's strawberry and mint, but I decided to mix it up lately. All the time, people from Disney movies dancing, suggested clothes, all AI. Gross! Yeah, you can't drop the F-bomb in the first 5 minutes of your YouTube video. But that's allowed for some reason. I'm like a peach with a peach. Huh? Is this a joke or reference that I'm not getting? Guess so. Andrew, you gotta remember, I'm stupid lizard brain. Report blame all your plates. Only one got considered, and you still see that ad. Oof! I've been pretty lucky to. I only have the really bad, stupid ads on mobile. I don't have them on desktop or the TV app. But then I'm stuck with on the TV app. I keep getting this stupid Coach purse ad. It's like, I don't need a purse. I have a purse and I don't use it because I don't go anywhere. And I've started buying pants from the men's section so I, you know, have pockets to put things in. Yeah, pro tip for all my ladies out there. Just buy your pants from the men's section. Because would you rather have your butt look extra good or pockets to put things in? I'm pro pocket. And your butt will look fine in the men's pants. Just buy from the men's section. And for all my dudes out there, if you're talking to a lady and you compliment her on her dress and she says thanks, it's got pockets, give her a hell yeah. I'll give her 6 pockets in the big 2025. It's literally because women's pants are made to make our legs look thinner and our butts look bigger. And apparently that means we can't have pockets because fabric has to be skin tight. What's a lady? Not me, that's for sure. That joke would have landed a bit better if I, like, had the burp or something. Or if I had a fart sound effect. That would have been funny. Your pockets can fit a whole PS4 in it. I have a handful of clothes that I can fit my phone in the pocket. I have a dress that have pockets so big that I can fit, a 500 milliliter bottle of water in the dress pocket, and you can't even tell that there's anything in the pocket. It's my favorite dress, and I am unfortunately getting a little too big in the chest for it. And then I bought the dress in middle school, and I have gotten a little bit wider in the ribcage. Insert reverb fart here. The dirt gets it. I'm almost done with the garage roof. Ding. Okay. I think that's the entire main building done. Which just leaves us with, the drill tower. Forgot how long this level takes. I think this entire stream is just going to be the firehouse. You have everything in your pocket. You got chewing gum in there? Let me check. Boys in the chat, if y'all tried yoga pants, they're really comfy and they make your rumpus look big. It's a win-win. Actually, yeah. Yoga pants and leggings are pretty comfortable. Their only downside is the lack of pockets. But that's just when you wear a jacket that's got, like, a lot of pockets, or really big pockets. Bad news, no good news. You have my great-grandpa in there! Let him out! Let him stretch his legs! Jacket has a pocket on your hands? Wild. I'm bad to stick napkins in my pocket and then forget, and then I throw it in the wash, and then there's a giant wad of wet napkin in my pocket. He's playing some Mario in there. Nice. When was the last time I played a Mario game? Never really played a lot of Mario as a kid, outside of Mario 64, which I was always really bad at. It's currently first place in Mario Kart. Hold on. Oh my goodness, that sneeze hurt. Thank you, Dirt. Bless you. The demons, they're escaping. Good, maybe I won't have nightmares. I hit the wrong button. Pro gamer hits the wrong button. I want a wrong button counter when I play this game. Good news, you found the gum! Nice. What flavor gum? I was gonna say something before I sneezed, and I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, Mario Kart. That's the last Mario game I played, and the only Mario game I play, really. And I get very aggressive playing Mario Kart. Licorice! Ew. Get the chance to meet any fictional character, be your Void or Goku Black. Nice choices. Guys want to take a guess to what my, what fictional character I would want to meet? I guarantee you guys aren't gonna get it right. Found a two-story house in your pocket. Dang. Hatsune Miku. That's a good guess, actually. I do like my Vocaloids. Speaking of Miku, she's getting a V6 voice pick. And because I bought her V3, I get to test out her V6 voice bank before it's complete. A what? Is it Petra? I would not meet myself. I'll give you the answer in a second. Vocaloid 6. I don't talk about it all that often, but I'm very deep into Vocaloid stuff. I have, the V3 editor, V4 editor, and V6 editor, and I have, I think, not counting the voice banks that come bundled with the V6 editor, I think I have between 18 and 20 voice banks I've bought. Characters, not actual voice banks, because there's like Gumi, who I'd have like 7 or 8 voice banks specifically that are just Gumi. Found a 1918 tank in your pocket. Impressive. I did know that Krypton said that all Mikus are canon. That's kind of the fun part, is Miku is just a jumping off point, and you can change her up however you want. Found the Polygon in your pocket? Don't tell the Frenchies in there. The fictional character thing. Actually, I don't think I've really thought what fictional character would I want to meet the most. But right now, I'd say Rebecca Chambers is at the top of my list. 'Cause she's cute and smart. Found my lost sister. Well, that's funny, because I'm an only child. Did you find me yet? You got Xander in your pocket? Thus lost. You know, clearly lost before I was born or when she was born. get this over here. Whee! Thought I was gonna sneeze again. It was just a weird yawn. Because Petra EP. Petra's only got 15 minutes of stream left. I don't think I'm gonna finish this this job before the end of stream. I'm liking the PowerWash simulator streams. They're very chill, very calm. I think it's the closest I'll ever do to a, just chatting or a... What is the Japanese term for a just chatting stream? I had it and I lost it. I'm actively losing weeb credentials as we speak. Oh no. Satsudan? Is that it? Okay, thank you, Dirt. I remembered. Thank you for confirming for me. Satsudan, yeah. This is the closest I'm ever gonna get to just doing one of those kind of streams, because if I'm not doing something, I get really awkward. Ding! I think reptiles gotta watch out for each other real. You're a real one. Petra and PowerWash the recipe for max comfy. I think the only thing that would make it more comfy would be if I had remembered to turn my music on, so we had the nice cozy Infinity Nikki music. Which I need to update that playlist because they've added more music because of 2.0. Which I said I was gonna stream and then I ended up not streaming because I played through all of the story content while I was on vacation. Because it came out while I was in the middle of vacation and I was like, well, I can't wait. And some of this is time gated. So 2.1 maybe? Which will be the January patch. Get some Nikki time in there. You guys get to hear a lot of shut up momos out of me because that stupid talking cat is so annoying. They finally fixed the bug where he keeps quoting the Bible at you, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that on stream, but there was this bug where anytime you would go to your home island, his voice line for turning on the lights would play if you stepped close enough to a structure with a light on it for the light to turn on. So it's just constantly Momo going, what's the line? Oh my god. What is the phrase? I'm drawing a blank. Oh my god, my brain. Okay, so the actual line from the Bible is, "And God said, let there be light, and there was light." And then in Infinity Nikki, it's Momo goes, Nikki said, "Let there be light," and so there was light. And it's like, shut up! Because he said it every time I got anywhere near my house to harvest my flowers. Yeah, I know it's "let there be light," but I needed the full line because it was just changing God to Nikki. And it's like, please fix your bug, because I'm gonna lose it if this stupid, fat, talking cat says this to me one more time. I always thought of Jared as a 6'2" tall man with a long orange beard. He's a pink guy. Dort Pink Man. This sounds badass, he'll take it. I'm imagining Dirt with his, you know, pink hair that's about the same shade as mine. And then just a bright pumpkin orange beard. And it's cracking me up. Wow, I can't aim this thing at all. You also just found out Dirt streams. Dirt's been streaming a little longer than I have, actually. And I met him when I first started streaming, which is actually way before I started streaming consistently. I went on like a, what was it, a 2-year hiatus because of college. It was like, I'm gonna start streaming right when I'm starting college. Surely nothing can go wrong here. And then I just didn't have the time or energy to stream because college was kicking my ass. Have I tried aiming it? No, let me give that a shot. Yeah. Dirt's a good friend. Dirt's an old friend. We love and appreciate our boy Dirt around these parts. Dirt has peeped the horrors that is, my original model and my bad rigging. Where the interior of my mouth clips out of my face from under my skin. Because I made my first model in 16 hours and had no idea what I was doing. And might have skipped a couple of steps in my tutorials that I was watching. You remember Ultra? I could bring her back. You know what? I think I might do that for Christmas because she's a lot more Christmas colored. I will be making a 2.0 of that model eventually. And it will actually have legs, because the old model doesn't even have legs, it's just the upper body. Currently suffering while reading the rules on Discord. I'm sorry, I got a lot of rules because, you know, I wanted to be a nice, cozy place for us to hang out and be silly. And get bullied for various reasons. There's a lot of, Petra can't read. Petra's a monster for making her cats move. Because they were all comfy in her lap. I do post the high-res versions of my YouTube thumbnails in there. You know, that's a good perk if that's something you're interested in seeing. It's a good reason to come to the Discord. I don't post all of them there, because sometimes I forget. But there are a lot of them in there. Including the thumbnail for this stream. Aha. Silly and whimsy is a requirement. Yeah. Yeah, take your time with reading the rules, yeah. If you don't understand, you know, if anything seems especially confusing to you, let me know and I will see about revising the wording to make it a little easier to understand. Oh, I missed some dirt under there. Under the ledges. I should mod this game and just replace all of the graffiti with pictures of Dirt's face. It'd be funny. Why is grass green? Chlorophyll! Didn't know we were having a science pop quiz in here. This is what I mean. Chat bullies me here, they bully me in my Discord. Let's see. Okay, I did get all the railings. Why does the universe exist? Now that one I can't answer. I don't got a science degree. Hell, I went for something art related and it's technically not even an art degree. Do you need help with that one though? Wait, did I just give you homework answers or something? Ah, my eyes! Bliss beyond the test. You're doing your Danish homework? Oh boy, are you gonna suffer if I ever do a handful of Volbeat songs in karaoke streams then. I never found Big Bang Theory very funny or interesting. Why do humans have to pay money to live? Because we decided that, paper currency and metal currency was better than bartering. The show has its moments, but yeah, I agree. Yeah, while I was on vacation visiting, my boyfriend and his family, his mom was watching it, and I sat and watched a little bit of it. And I was just like, this isn't very entertaining, but there were a handful of jokes that made me laugh. A lot of it was just, these guys are losers even by nerd standards, and I don't see the appeal. It's a grand mushroom. You know what? Yeah, fair. My grandma watches westerns. I hate westerns. I get all of... Yeah, I did get all that. Does this count? Okay, that counts as the second floor. This is all the top floor. Oh, it's the underside of the stairs. Got it! We're gonna finish the top floor of the tower, and then we're gonna wrap up, because it's the 2-hour mark. And I need a nap. And more pizza. Why does the underside of the stairs count as the floor? Just so it looks gross. I know. Clean along that seam. Alright. We almost got it done. But if it hadn't been for a couple times where I'm like, I need to pause my cleaning so that I can talk clearly, probably could have finished it. Having that place to be dirty. Yeah, what are the firemen doing in Muckingham? Is that what it's called? Yeah, that's what it's called. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, my mic is picking that up. That's my bones. That's my spine. That's why I have that stretch redeem. So that my skeleton sounds like that less often. Thank you, Xander. Oh, I don't think my neck and upper spine have felt this limber in a while, though. That was a good bone crack session. Yeah, if I'm tabbed out. That might be good. I think we'll keep up the cozy streams and raid pretty cool VTuber who's playing some Minecraft right now, doing some cozy streaming. Her username is Not Evil Control Freak, but you can just call her Con for short. She's pretty chill. She's a vampire bat. Her model's really pretty. She's got a lot of really cool, fun emotes. Right now she's using her little chibi plushie model that's really, really cute. Hope you all enjoyed some PowerWash Simulator, some cozy times with Petra, and I hope the cozy times continue on for you all. Hope you all have a wonderful day or night, or whatever. If you're watching the VOD, yeah, you in particular. I hope you're having a good day, night, or whatever. And, we're gonna raid out. I've posted the Twitch link in the YouTube chat, so if you guys, again, if you're watching the VOD, you can go check Con out if she happens to be live. The boyfriend! He's here! Hi. You got here right as I'm wrapping up, but that's okay. Yeah, he's supposed to be working. He should be at work right now, so I did give him some leeway on being late. He'll get to talk with me afterward. But yeah, we're gonna raid out. I love you too, Nick. Say working with a T, but there's no T in it. Where would I put the T at in it? Unless you mean the beginning, in which case, no! Bad Xander! Anyway, there's the raid message. If you don't have access to the emotes or you don't like my raid message, feel free to write your own. I don't mind at all. We'll see you on Monday. I will post the schedule on YouTube and in the schedule channel in the server, in the Discord server. If you're not there, you should be there. It's a pretty cool place. Be nice to Khan, and that's it for me. Good night!